Dante's Inferno, Canto 19. O Simon Magus, O disciples of his, miserable pimps and hucksters that have sold the things of God, troth-plight to righteousness, into adultery for silver and gold. For you, the trump must sound now. You are come to the bag. The third bouge has you in its hold. Already we'd mounted over the next tomb, sealing the cliff until we reached that part whence a dropped line would hit the centre plumb. O most high wisdom, how exact an art thou showest in heaven and earth and hell's profound, how just thy judgments, righteous as thou art. I saw the gully, both its banks and ground, thick set with holes, all of the selfsame size, pierced through the livid stone, and each was round, seeming not more nor less wide to mine eyes than those in mine own beautiful St. John, made for the priests to stand in, to baptize, whereof, not many years back, I broke up one to save a stifling youngster jammed in it, and by these presents be the true facts known. From each hole's mouth stuck out a sinner's feet and legs up to the calf, but all the main part of the body was hid within the pit. The souls of them were all on fire, whence pain made their joints quiver and thrash with such strong throes they'd have snapped withies and hempen ropes in twain. And as on oily matter the flame flows on the outer surface only, in lambent flashes, so did it here, flickering from heels to toes. Master, who is that writhing wretch who lashes out harder than all the rest of the company? Said I, and whom a ruddier fire washes. If thou wouldst have me carry thee down, said he, by the lower bank, his own lips shall afford news of his guilt, and make him known to thee. Thy pleasure is my choice, for thou art Lord, said I, and knowest I swerve not from thy will, yea, knowest my heart, although I speak no word. So to the fourth brink, and from thence downhill, turning to the left we clambered, and thus passed to the narrow and perforate bottom, my dear Lord still not loosing me from his side, until at last he brought me close to the cleft, where he who made such woeful play with his shanks was locked up fast. O thou, whoever thou art, unhappy shade, heels overhead, thus planted like a stake, speak if thou canst. This opening I essayed, and stood there like the friar who leans to take confession from the treacherous murderer, quick buried, who calls him back for the respite's sake. He cried aloud, already standing there? Art standing there already, Boniface? Why then the writ has lied by many a year. What? So soon sated with the gilded brass that nerved thee to betray, and then to rape the fairest among women that ever was? Then I became like one who stand agape, hearing remarks which seem to make no sense, blank of retort, for what seems jeer and jape. But Virgil now broke in. Tell him at once, I am not who thou think'st, I am not he. So I made answer in obedience. At this, the soul wrenched his feet furiously, almost a spraining. Then he sighed and wept, saying, "Why then, what dost thou ask of me? Art so concerned to know my name, thou leapt these barriers just for that? Then truly know that the great mantle once my shoulders wrapped. Son of the bear was I, and thirsted so to advance the ursine litter that I pouched coin above and pouched myself below. I know not whether I here was too bold, but in this strain my answer flowed out free. Nay, tell me now how great a treasure of gold our Lord required of Peter, how that he committed the great keys in his hand. Certes, he nothing asked save follow me. Nor Peter nor the others made demand of gold or silver when in the lost soul's room they chose Matthias to complete their band. Then bide thou there. Thou hast deserved thy doom. Do thou keep well those riches foully gained that against Charles made thee so venturesome. And were it not that I am still constrained by veneration for the most high keys thou bearest in glad life, I had not refrained my tongue from yet more grievous words than these. Your avarice saddens the world, trampling on worth, exalting the workers of iniquities. While thus I chanted to him, such a sour rage bit him, or perhaps his conscience stirred. He writhed and jerked his feet with all his power. I think my guide approved of what he heard. I think so, since he patiently attended with a pleased smile to each outspoken word, and after took me in both arms extended, and when he had clasped me close upon his breast, climbed back by the same road he had descended, not wearied of the load that he embraced, till he had borne me to the arch's crown, linking the 4th and 5th banks. On that crest he set at length his burden softly down, soft on this steep, rough crag, where even a goat would find the way hard going. Here was thrown open the view of yet another moat,